I tell you what, I don't get sick and tired of streaming. No, sorry, unless I do it excessively. Which I don't feel like I do. I'm fine just the way it is. Also, where's my goddamn channel on YouTube at Crobo? I saw that, yeah. Good, I can hear my own audio. I can hear the audio from the PS5. Good. Otherwise, it would have been a little bit of a troublesome statement to think about. Wait, is my microphone even unmuted? Yeah, it is. Okay, good. Good. I don't know if anyone's gonna tell me about the issues this time. Sometimes they don't, sometimes you guys do, sometimes I'm just limbo and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. To that I say we let it ride. Gives a bit of an update on the health on the recovery of the stroke is that I think I'm like gradually getting strength back, but not too much. It's not like 10% consistently. Maybe there's days like it's only 3%, or maybe it's like or like 1% stuff. Maybe it goes a little bit slow. Maybe my vision is getting a little bit better. I feel like it is getting better with like how well my body recovers from the blood cloud stuff. Which I'm still figuring out how that even happened. So the clues now we got is there was an indented vein and that's what caused the blood coagulation. But the blood clot was creating at the heart. It went from the left to the right, and the hole that was initially there that wasn't patched came to be, and it went from the left to the right side of the heart, and it went through, and it went all the way through my vein, through all the way to my brain. I guess I'm not sure, but somehow that happened. But I'm still not sure. I want to know where the vein is so I can prevent something like this from happening. Or if it's even possible, then if it's just genetics that screwed me over, which in general, yeah, genetics did screw me over for having the hole in my heart that I wasn't able to close when I was born, because we're generally born with a hole in our hearts and we have that in order to breathe and stuff, but we soon enough close that hole as we grow older, and mine just never closed, unfortunately. However, my surgery was not about like literally like closing it manually with whatever training tissue there is. They've used like a medical cork to plug the hole in my heart. So I have a cork inside my heart, which is crazy to say, but it's true. They opened my right inner thigh and they decided to put the cork in my heart, and that's how it's fixed. Shut case. But I'll have to carry that through all my medical records if anything were to happen as well, and I hope it doesn't. But like, damn, what else can I do? You know, symptoms are still laying there, so symptoms are still there. Weakness on the left side, arm a little bit weak still, legs not so much. I've really gone strong on my legs. I'm not really prone to falling as much. If anything, I'm like less than 10% prone to falling, but I still need to walk around with support and stuff. And then my left side is not the strongest. It's still like hanging in there, but still needs some work and stuff. I just take a day off because I feel sore, even with both arms, because I've been working out a lot. So there's that. And then unfortunately, I got my medicine resupplied, so it's all good. So I'm good for a full 30 days tomorrow. Or actually not a full 30 days. I'll be good for about just 29 days, but I have to call 7 days ahead when my pills are about to run out. So most likely in 2 weeks from tomorrow, just in case, because there'll be 14 pills left or less. We need to calculate this thoroughly. But yeah, that's what it is. Since it's still are present, vision is. I can see normally. I can see fine. Hey, let's Funker. Anyways, I was gonna do Helldivers too, but I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna go chaotic this time. I just want to see if I can do this game at least. Because I wanted to do a brand new game tomorrow, but I don't have a thumbnail for it and I still need to make it. And it's just that I really have been taking it easy and stuff, and I really want to get back into it, making a thumbnail and stuff so I can make art. But yeah. So vision is literally optimal. The only sensation I have bothering me right now is the sense of like lightheadedness, but that comes from not having enough oxygen to my brain to be supplied with and stuff. Problem is the blood clot is persistent and it's still there, being shrunk every day by my body, and it's like it's helping me out with my senses. It's helping me out just like slowly but surely. My vision is fine, but it's just a sensation of feeling lightheadedness and stuff. Because it does kind of alter your vision a little bit. Strokes are prone to do that. But I didn't lose any senses. I can still taste, I can still hear, I can still smell. Well, I don't smell that often, but smell will still have my strongest sense. I can hear fine, I can feel sensations. It's just still the blood clot's still there. It's gonna take a long time to get out, apparently. I looked it up. It took like, what, 3 months or so? 90 days. And I'm like, 90 days to recover? It's crazy. But yeah, we can get started in the game. Sorry about that. I just thought I would give you guys a small little update and stuff. Here, let's go to the base again. And let me take one look at it because I haven't played this game in a while. Like, unintentionally in a while. Parrot. I never gave it a name. I want to put the parrot here, but I don't know how to do so. And then we got a jumping platform in order to get to there. The treehouse is packed with like jungle trees and stuff. We can climb down. That's our way up. Not only that, we're able to clear off like any hostile mobs in case. And plus, we have plenty of torches to cover the base of the island, so we're able to what's what I'm looking for? We're able to keep the mobs at bay. Just not that drowned yet. Oh great, it's raining. What is that music? Holy crap. Let me go here. If it's like thunderstorm, then yeah, I'll sleep it off. No, it's not thunderstorm. Okay. I don't know. Let's see what we can do because I have no idea what to do. I just want to test out if I can play this game already. Ah, that's also why. We still haven't explored much of the... Oh, we went fishing, didn't we? Unbreaking fishing rod. We can go fishing. We can test on my reaction skills again. Oh yeah, my skeleton horse is crazy too. Let's see if this helps. If it rains and we can fish. Golly, I hope no music is copyrighted for this one. I got fish. I got salmon. Yeah, I'll crouch. Imagine if one part of your body's being forced down and you are trying your best to pull it up. It's like it takes a lot of exertion out of you. That's what it feels. And I'm like, oh god, I can barely lift this. That's one of the weakness on the left side feels. And if you want to balance, then it's difficult to balance anything. Like with my right, it's a little bit of a... It does exert itself much more. It just, it counteracts for the left side being weak and stuff. It compensates. So much so that it wants to take over. It wants to individually just handle life with the right side. So I still need to get my dexterity back up, and I don't have that just yet. I'm not going to be able to hold the phone with my left side just by itself. I'm able to hold a silverware utensil just fine. Now, I haven't tried anything with a knife. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't trust it yet. I would need more dexterity to trust myself with a knife on my left side. But yeah, dexterity is a little bit low. It's like when you're trying to be ambidextrous for something, you're like, how do you use your left? What the hell? Ah, too soon. I always feel like it's like... There you go. Just gotta wait for the bubble then. Oh. I saw that, but I couldn't get it. I was scratching my eyebrows. Also, happy Friday to everyone who survived to this Friday. Great job, everybody. I'm so proud of you guys. I really am glad to see you all here. I hope your week was great. Let me tell you, Friday, and it's been a full week since I come back from rehab. And honestly, I feel happy. I feel very happy to be back from rehab. I feel very happy of being here in the first place. I just didn't like being in the hospital all by myself, nothing to do, and just on my phone and stuff, and just watching cable TV and stuff, which I don't know how to complain about cable TV. It's just like my usual routine and stuff. Then not having to sleep as much and having to be waking up at 5 a.m. and then boom, I'm just like, well, what do I do? Whoop-de-frickin' do. What did I tell you? I don't know if I'm lagging on an area, but here, let me find out. Here, give me a second. I'll see if there's anything wrong with my area map. Because Aaron tends to be a little bit weird. Got it. Now we're back. Okay. Ever heard about David? Yeah, he got arrested, but he's not the one responsible for the death of that girl. I know about it because I've listened to one song of his and I'm like, oh, really? It's like listening to Michael Jackson for the first time, but everyone knows the allegations were wrong. He never did that. He was just trying to protect the children and stuff, and there's the bad guys over there. They're not being, there's something being done to them, unfortunately. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, because I'm a little bit curious about this mystery myself, and I don't know exactly. On Arum, is that who I think it is? Right, I knew it was you, Kasuga, but I cannot see your text for some reason. I see you there, but I cannot see your text. He's not been proven guilty yet. Also, Michael Jackson is innocent. Yes. Yes, I am aware. I believe he was innocent, but those jokes about him, yeah. Yeah, what can you do about it? It happens. You know how we are. We don't really respect the dead whatsoever. Even the good guys, we don't respect them. More fish. God, I love fishing. Man, I love fishing. I love that acronym as well. Man, I love fishing. That's weird. I don't see anything from you, Kasuga, and I've seen stuff happen before, but I'm not sure exactly what's happening. I'm like, are you able to talk? I don't know if you can. But if you can hear me, you can just send me a text on Discord and you'll let me know. Like, it's fine. I don't know if you can hear me, but I hope so. Or hopefully you're not taking your nap, stuck in limbo loading and stuff. Otherwise, you can come back on. You can go on YouTube and stuff and not worry about Arian because it's a little bit iffy at times. It was very iffy when they were updating and stuff, and they found an update to fix my phone. But yeah, it tends to overheat a little bit. Let me see. How long will I be able to do this for? Well, it's the weekend, so I'm able to do it all the way till 11, but my goal will be a full 3-hour stream this time. I'll try to keep going with the 3-hour stream. I won't push too much. I don't feel tired. I feel less tired than yesterday. Yesterday I walked a lot, and yesterday I was waiting a lot. I was waiting for a doctor to attend to me and stuff, and I was like, okay. There's nothing wrong. It's just a checkup because it's I guess customary after you have a stroke. Then after you're no longer in the hospital, you need to get a checkup on yourself and stuff. Not like a physical checkup or anything else. It's more like a investigation kind of checkup and stuff. It's like, okay, what are your reactions? How are you doing? What are your symptoms and stuff? Kind of like that. Come on, bite. Unless something else, unless the fish already bit. This is better than Lord the Max Lore. Because it's just coming up quickly. At this point, I might be able to get another fishing run with like enchantments and stuff, and I'll be like, wow. Insane. I hate those specs. Or I hate those particles. They're not called pixels, they're called particle effects. Pufferfish. Oh. I used to in the old Minecraft streams, whenever I would catch fish, I would go, "Oh, I got a pufferfish." Oh, like the pufferfish that you saw in the meme video. There we go. Oh, leather. That's pretty fun. Oh, I got a name tag? That's crazy. You know what I'll do? I'll name this guy the Horse Dinner Bone because it seems so fitting. I think I have in the old server. And I'm like, I can't ride a horse upside down. This is crazy. Ooh, raw flesh. Or run flesh. I would always somehow fear, or I wouldn't like really fear run flesh. I would be like, just eat it if you're hungry, go for it. And I never understood what it did, and I was like, okay, that's what it does. Holy crap! Let me tell you something about the side effects of this thing. You get vertigo. You know what that is? Your gyroscope of your body goes off weird, and then you feel like you want to lean left, you want to lean right, you want to lean back, you want to lean somewhere, and that little lightheaded sensation is still there for you. It's like, wow, what can I do for this? It is what it is. Let me see all this stuff real quick. Ah, zero concurrent viewers. It's fine. Whatever. We'll just have to grind a little bit. That's all we can do. Oh. Hang on. Let me have you guys enjoy the music. I'm gonna go and do something real quick. I'll be right back. Hang on. Sorry, I'm back. I just wanted to greet a friend of my family. That's why. He's been so kind to us, and he's been here quite a lot. He's been visiting me too as well in the hospital. He's like, how can I not? You gotta pay respect to the people who treat you well and right. I've been wondering how the air amount of context things goes, and that's fine. Here, hell, I'll even make my own clip. Cause why the fudge not? All right, cool. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Here. Gotcha. All right. Cows. I was gonna say, right, so let me retell the story of what happened. So on March 22nd on a Sunday, I was in the middle of work, and then all of a sudden I felt dizzy, very dizzy, and it felt a little bit funky on my left side. I was like looking at it. It felt like looking at something blurry, but I'm not sure what it was. It was like feeling strange. And then my coworkers thought it was dehydration, which I was questioning because I drink water, so I wasn't so sure if it was dehydration in the first place. But being the guy who always goes with the flow, I thought it was that, but it wasn't. So after not feeling so well for a good amount of 10 minutes, coworkers carried me by the shoulder to my manager's car. She drove me home. She carried me by the shoulder, and I got to the front door. I tried calling my mom saying that I don't feel so good. And then I told her I was feeling dizzy. And then I lay on the ground for at least an hour and stuff, or not sure if it was an hour, maybe 40 minutes or so. And then I was able to get back to my room. So I kind of limped a little bit to my room. I try relaxing, I try playing video games, and I try looking up what's happening here. I tried playing Helldivers 2, and my left side wasn't reacting fast enough. I was like, what's happening? Kazuga, there you go. I see you now. I know you tried to join the stream now, but here you are. Hey. So where was I? So in the middle of the night, I kind of threw up a little bit because I was fed so much water or so much like way to be nightly hydrated, and then my mom helped me wash my bed sheet, clean my room a little bit, and then she went to do my laundry, and then I went to sleep. I woke up at 1 in the morning. I wasn't feeling so good. I was like disoriented a little bit. And then I tried to go back to sleep again. And when I woke up, my mom was giving me yogurt for breakfast, just in case, because I didn't have enough food. Because I threw up my lunch and I didn't eat any dinner whatsoever afterwards. So then I tried walking, and I landed first on my brother's bed. I was safe, but I told my mom like I cannot walk. I need answers, so let's go to the hospital. She carries me by the shoulder to her car, and then I get driven all the way to emergency. I get put on a wheelchair by my mom in order to transport me faster because I wasn't able to walk, also known as ambulate. Which, funny enough, that's a new word that I learned. Ambulate, me walking. But I wasn't able to walk. I went to. Happy to see you again. Ah, thank you. Yes, I wasn't able to walk, and then I told my condition to the doctors, and then they were treating me for a potential stroke because I wasn't reacting too much on the left side. I was feeling weak, and my legs were not able to be strong enough. And then I went and got done procedures. I got a CT scan done. I got an MRI. I even got an ultrasound. I even got a vascular exam where they put you in anesthesia. They shove a camera down your throat while you're asleep, and they're trying to study inside your body. And they were able to find that it was an acute embolic stroke. Now, what was that? What is that even referring to? Embolic stroke is basically where the blood clot was managed to go through my body and into the base of my brain. So there was a blood clot at the base of my brain that really limited everything that I could do. So it pretty much just slowed the world down for me a little bit. Not visually, but like literally, I was slow. Like I wasn't able to walk. I wasn't able to move my hand, and then they said, okay, we found one part contribute to the stroke, which is you have a hole in your heart, and that hole is normally okay. Well, let me get to that. The hole is normally formed where it's normally there when we're born, but after that we are able to close it. And for your case, unfortunately, there is a population of 24% people who are not able to close it, and you just happen to be in that population number. So it's like, I was like, okay, so genetics, I see. Genetics screwed me a little bit, so that's fine. So they said, okay, we'll go with the procedure to plug the hole in your heart. And I went to the surgical table. I was put in under anesthesia. And when they told me that it was going to be a procedure, I was like, okay, let's do this. Hopefully, this is not a surgery of sorts. I was like trying to be awake and stuff, and they didn't say that we're going to give me anesthesia. They gave me bottle relaxants through my IV tube, where they were able to uh, feed me the medicine straight into my veins and stuff and whatnot. They even gave me saline. And they even put that oxygen tubes on my nostrils. And they tried to put me on bottle relaxants, and they did. The whole goal was for me not to feel anything, not to move around stuff. I was just sitting still. I was sitting still as much as I could. So what ended up happening is that it was surgery. They didn't tell me it was a surgery. They said, "All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna be doing that. Let me just get started." And they're like, "Okay, we're just having a little bit trouble starting or setting up screens and stuff." I was like, "It's okay, guys. You got this. It's okay." I was like a little bit witty and stuff. I was like a little bit like, being gentle, not giving anyone a hard time. I was like being peaceful and stuff. Soon as surgery started, they cut me open in my right inner thigh, and I was like, okay, this feels uncomfortable. I didn't feel hurt. I just felt like, it feels like you're pulling my family jewels. I don't like this. It feels very uncomfortable. So that happened. I was awake during that procedure. I was awake, and I'm not sure when they stitched me back together, but I think it was because the body relaxants. They managed to stitch. They were managed to stitch me with sutures, and they did it in a figure eight kind of way. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. And then they were able to tell me, okay, surgery went successful. We were able to plug the hole in his heart, so there won't be any risk of this happening in the foreseeable future. And we're gonna put him on blood thinners. Side effect of that is that if you fall, if you cut yourself, if anything happens, it'll definitely hurt and you'll definitely bleed a lot. So be careful. Because blood thinners is what it is. It's in the name, so that's what it is. So I was put in the recovery room for the third time. I really couldn't recall why they put me twice in the previous times. One of them was like they were doing an exam on me, and they they decided to puncture a little bit of my right wrist and go into my vein stuff, trying to find something. And then I was in the recovery room for about an hour, just getting. I was gradually just trying to keep myself like as comfy as I could. They were like giving me oxygen on the vein on my wrist, and I was like, okay, that's fine. And I could feel them gradually lower the amount of oxygen, just slowly and slowly and slowly and slowly. But it didn't happen consistently. It happened like every 15 minutes or so. And I was like, oh, what is gonna happen? What am I doing and stuff? And in the hospital, I went a couple days without eating until like the second day, and I was able to eat dinner because they told me like, okay, we're gonna have procedures. You're not gonna be allowed to eat anything because we're gonna need your stomach to be empty in order to identify anything else. And I was like, okay, that's fine. So I didn't eat much. I didn't eat at all. And I was like, okay, I'm not having enough movement, so I should be fine for the most part. Oh no, he's there, the zombie. Okay. So yeah, I didn't eat too much. And the hospital food, say what you want about hospital food, but this one was pretty nice. Well, the quality of it is good. It was good. I didn't really suffer because of it. I just like, You know, there were some good options, there were some bad options, and there was like some not so good options. And I was like, okay, that's fine. But yeah, that's generally what happened and stuff. And then procedure was done, operation was done, and it's a successful procedure. And then they say, okay, now that you recover from your procedures, we're gonna be able to send you through to a rehab facility where you'll be taking physical therapy, occupational therapy for a designated amount of time. And then I'm like, okay, cool. And I was like, can you remove the suture before I go into physical therapy? And they were like, okay, we can remove it. Remove it the next day in the morning. I was like, next day? Okay, well that's fine. I was like, whatever you need to do, that's fine. I'm okay. I'm able to cooperate. I didn't question. I didn't give anyone a hard time. I was like, okay, yeah, sure, no problem. Whatever you need to do, it's fine. I trust you. So I went with the flow and a lot of stuff, and during that, they even let me sign a consent form saying that my case can be studied within or after a year after it's been done. They were able to write an article about it. They'll use my full name. They'll able to use my history. And I was like, okay, I have no history of alcoholism. I have no history of drugs. I have no history of anything bad habit and stuff. I was like, you know, I'm as healthy as I can be. And they're like, yep, they're right. Yeah, he's right. He's actually healthy. You know, blood pressure healthy, oxygen level healthy, and other stuff healthy. So yeah, that's what it was. So I was pretty relatively healthy because I'm young and stuff. So and they said like, okay, because you're young, you're gonna be able to recover. You're gonna be able to recover quick. And before they put me in physical therapy, I spent the night with the suture on. I was like, oh, this hurts. I don't want to lean on my left with my right. Because I wanted to, because I want to sleep sideways, but I couldn't. I had to lay on my back or lean to the left, but I don't want to pressure my right leg or my right thigh. Because it was a bit of discomfort. It hurt a little bit, and I was like, oh goodness, this doesn't sound good. But yeah. So I spent one night with the surgery. It wasn't pleasant. I woke up and then they came to check on me and they were like, okay, we'll be taking out the suture in about an hour. We'll be right back. And an hour happens and they're like, okay, we'll be removing your suture. And I was wearing a gown, so they have easy access to where my operation happened and stuff, and they were able to take out the suture. They pulled the suture out. It was a single string, of course. It was just a blue suture and stuff. There's an explanation and stuff for it, but I'm not sure what it is. So that was the suture being pulled out, and I felt so discomfort. I was like, oh god. I was like gritting my teeth. I was like, ugh, I don't like this. I don't like this feeling. I was like, ugh. And then they pulled it out, and I was like, oh, okay, that's my suture. And I could see a little bit of blood in there. I was like, oh, okay. And then they put medical tape, and they even put a gauze where my surgery scar was, just in case. And then I got transported to rehab. They put me in a gurney. It's one of those movable hospital beds, but like lighter, and for ambulances to carry and stuff. And I got put on a 4-point harness on the torso, and I think just a strap on where my waist was, and one on my knees in order not to slip and fall and stuff. And I got put in the back of the ambulance, and I got transported from the hospital to rehab. I thought I was crouching. What the hell? So I took a ride around the city. I looked around. I was like, oh wow. Finally, I can go outside. I can finally go outside because I haven't been outside for so long. But yeah. So I get transported to the rehab. They checked me in. They put me in my designated room. They slide me from the gurney to the bed. And I was just laying there, and I got visited by the nurse and got visited by a doctor. And they were like, okay, we're now in rehab. We got your records saying that you had a stroke and you work at this place. You know, the formal introductions and whatnot. So that's what happened. And they said, okay, this you'll be here in about 2 or 3 weeks for rehabilitation. We'll have a conference about this situation on Tuesday, and we'll let you know what happens, or we'll see what happens and stuff. So I didn't have much going on. I was just getting ready for anything. I was like, okay, I got interviews, I got checkups, I even got lunch, I even got dinner. I didn't get to choose it. And then I found out how to choose it after 3 days and so. I was like, oh, that's how you choose it. There's a menu here, and I cannot choose it, but now I can because I have a pen my mom gave me. So that's what happened. And then the next day, I got a schedule saying that I'm going to have physical therapy and occupational therapy. And each day it will be 3 hours per day, maximum of 5 to 6 times a week, one off day. But yeah. So I began my training arc, or I began training. I kept training. I kept training as much as I could. Whenever whatever exercise they put me up to, the therapist or the physical therapists were so kind and so understanding and very compliment. They were giving me compliments and stuff, and I just felt like I gotta keep going. I gotta surpass their expectations, and so I did. So I kept going, no pain, no problems, just keep pushing through everything and stuff. There were times that I did cry because I was like coming to terms with like losing independence, and it sucks. So it happened. So I got the training. I was in my fourth day from rehab in, and they said, or they didn't say. I saw on my screen because there's like two TV screens. One is a monitor telling you like who your nurse is, who to call, what day it is, what time is it, and stuff 24/7. And I got to find out that, or actually no, my mom and I got to find out that I got set a discharge date, and I was like, okay, what day is gonna be? And I saw it. I saw a discharge date 4/10. I was like, oh my god, Friday, April 10th. I was like excited. I was emotional. I was a bit teary eyed because I was like, finally, I get to see my family again. I get to go home and live my normal life again. And so I kept training. I did cry. I did. I was like, I don't know how long I can keep doing this. On top of that, on top of all that stuff, I kept streaming on Arium because that's one thing that always keeps me sane, interacting with people and stuff, and that's what happened. Yeah. So I kept streaming on Arium even when I was in the hospital, whenever I could for half an hour, and I kept giving updates because I really am passionate about streaming and stuff, and I wanted to show my dedication for it. And I've already set myself up for 100 days in a row of Arium, which is a goal that I have in mind that I always want to do, even though it may not yield much. I still think that being a consistent streamer does have its benefits and stuff. So yeah, let me scratch myself a little bit. There you go. Minecraft, I said let me scratch myself. Jesus Christ, you freaking. Oh, phone needs to cool down. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Alright, T54. There we go. Okay. I burned water, no oil. What is the best course of action? I would try the extinguisher and made it temporarily worse. You burnt water? How you do that? How you burn water without... Water is not supposed to burn, it's supposed to evaporate. What did you add to that to make it happen? That is life's biggest mistress for sure. I didn't evaporate, I'm not sure what's going on. It caught fire? Okay, that's strange. I don't know if you added any kind of chemical to make it burn and stuff, because I can only think of a couple of things that can burn with water interacting with each other and stuff. But I'm not sure exactly what it could be. Water's all I added. And it burned? Okay, was this in school? If it was in school, then I might have a theory about that. Just in case. No. What happened? Where were you? How did it burn? Oh, it must have added something for sure, because that doesn't make any sense. Oh, at home got bored, no one here. What? Hey, you managed to burn water? My only theory is that something was not clean enough, your container was not clean enough, or I don't know if something happened exactly. There was no oil, right? Yeah. What the hell? Maybe there was oil somewhere within the. Oh, it's you. Okay. Maybe there's oil within whatever you use for the water. There must have been something. I'm not sure exactly what, but it could be something like that. That's the only logical explanation I have for you, but otherwise, I don't know how that even happened. I can't explain to you how chemically possible that is. But yeah. So back to the story is that I've been constantly working out, doing my absolute best, getting dressed. I even took showers and I even had to get supervision for it. Yeah, when you're in a hospital, your dignity goes to die. Yeah, that'll see your stuff. Do you think it could be the hand sanitizer? Okay, that could be, yeah. Because the hand sanitizer has alcohol in it, yeah. And it is able to be burned. Yeah. If it was washed with hand sanitizer, then yeah, that's a recipe for disaster. You ran out of soap and you had to use it? Then yeah, it was definitely hand sanitizer because it wasn't rinsed enough or it wasn't clean enough. That's weird. I ran out. Okay, yeah, that's weird. That's my theory. And yeah, I'm correct. So it was something else. It's not bad. It has extra flavor. It's not that kind of alcohol that you should definitely be consuming. But yeah. That explains the water burning. Yeah, it's still a little bit of alcohol. Yeah. Even with a little bit of alcohol, it could still burn and stuff, especially in high flames and whatnot. Or if it just was like flames over water, then could have been the vapors and stuff, or it could have been something else. Not sure how to describe it, but not sure how to like how it could react like that. But definitely, what's this? Play for 100 days. My boy, in my other Minecraft world, I played over 400, no, over 4,000 days. I was gonna say, so yeah. I kept working out every time. I got to learn new things and I got to interact with physical therapist, and it was pretty good. Is a 2.96 on journalism good? Is that your grade? Your grade is 2.96 in journalism. Well, it's not 100%. It's not 80% grade. That's definitely beyond an F. I think if I were to tell her where that would be in the alphabet of like how poor of a performance, it would definitely be beyond H. I got an F minus. Holy crap, that is indeed a minus. What happened with journalism? What's going on? Don't tell me you're actually using AI. Don't do that if you are. What you need is just grammar and just observational skills and be able to word things a little bit better. Not use any complicated words like you're told. You just gotta be vivid with your details about journalism. That's how you create a good story. I missed a comma. You missed a comma? It seems like you missed more than a comma. You miss a comma, automatically gets an F minus. That's crazy. Teacher is strict. Oh, let me guess. It's one of those teachers that said like, it's not gonna fly in college. It's not gonna fly in college. I'll give him one thing. Some things won't fly in college, but there's definitely gonna be some leniency with your teachers because they're just grown ass kids, and there'll definitely be times where they will cancel class and stuff. They're more worker than teachers for sure. I'm not saying that they're not effective. They are very good teachers, but there's just like they're a little bit less dedicated to the craft. They follow the curriculum and stuff, but like some of them are able to be relaxed if they're not pushed. Some kid forgot to capitalize the letter they failed the year. What? You know, one example of what I found is that there's one kid in the previous year, or one of the previous years, she forgot to put her name and the subject in her essay. And it was a great essay regardless. It was like the best one the teacher ever saw. But guess what? She got an F because she forgot to put her name and subject and class and whatnot. And everyone reacted like in shock. You know, the cringe part that I did, I was like, oh my god, you bitch, you absolute bitch. I was like saying that, not under my breath, I was like whispering that. And then the teacher caught on to that. She's like, yeah, I don't care if I'm being a bitch, but it's true. It's what you need to learn. It's a standard. And I was like, oh, okay, now she knows. She knows what I've said. Oh, this is bad. Okay. And I didn't get in trouble whatsoever. I didn't get in trouble for that, but I was like, she caught on. Okay. Also, why accuse someone of using AI? What's the point in using Clacker-made things? Because AI is making life easier for some of us, and it includes studies and education and stuff and art. That's why people will justify the use of AI for anything, even using disability. You know what? I'm temporarily disabled because of the stroke, and I don't need AI. I'm capable of doing things myself, even art. Definitely not learn how to do Clip Studio art or whatever, but I'm definitely capable of learning and doing stuff myself. But yeah, a little bit sidetracked from the story, but here we go. So I trained as much as I could. I surpassed expectations. I did my absolute best. I was able to learn. I was able to regain independence, you know, like change my clothes and taking a shower and going to the bathroom. I was in a wheelchair, and I rode around in the wheelchair because I was like, yeah, I can go to the bathroom. I'll go to the bathroom on my own. How about that? So I did. I was able to stand up consistently. I was able to walk without any tools. But the only tool I had was an AFO, which is like a brace of sorts. And it's like a really state of the art like brace for my knee and stuff because it prevents my knee from buckling and falling forwards. And that's what it's like a safety net for me, literally. And it's so cool. It's made of carbon fiber, and I even got my own one. I was like, whoa, I love this. This is so cool. Carbon fiber, I even talked to the technician about it. I was like, this is so cool. And he's like telling me a story about how he makes prosthetics and stuff, and how some of the stuff that he's made has been put on people who went on to go to the Special Olympics. And I was like, damn, I know that place. I know those Olympics. My brother's taking part in those because he has also so far he's won gold because he knows how to run. Hey, Dirt Block. Hello, Fishing Musherman. Hello. I'm just fishing because I really don't think I can do much in this game. Besides fishing and stuff and telling you guys my story. So a full week happens and I was just like, okay, let's do this. Let's just do what we can. And I bring concerns about my vision. I was like, I really am getting a little bit, I'd say just a little bit frustrated with how my vision is going and stuff. It's like my eyes are being affected for some reason. Oh, that's what came back. Okay. Oh, it's longer than a single microsecond or millisecond. So there's a way to control a little bit of like the sense of feeling like dizzy. The one method I found because I wasn't getting help from the physical therapy or from the rehab facility. You got any books yet in Minecraft or in real life? Because I have a couple, which leads me to another funny story. Where the doctor was like, "You're young, so you're gonna need to be distracted a lot." And I was like, "Yeah, it's fine. I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to contain myself. I'm just trying to keep myself sane." He's like, "Okay, you should read a book. Have your mom bring you a book and stuff." And I was like, "Okay." And then I suddenly thought of this joke. What if I want to read 1984? What if I want to read Fahrenheit 451? I was like, "Yeah, read these freaking books. These radical books for sure. Let's read them." I didn't have Fahrenheit 451, but I do have 19. I think I do. No, I have Fahrenheit 451. I'm not sure if I have 1984. Maybe I'm getting confused with Macbeth and stuff. Because I did enjoy Macbeth a lot. It was such a good book. I love Macbeth. That and The Great Gatsby. I really enjoy that so much. Great literature books. So yeah, that's what the doctor recommended me and stuff. But I was like mostly fighting through my vision and stuff. And I was like, okay, let's see what we can do. So I kind of went crazy with my eyes. I was like shaking them around everywhere, and I was like, oh, I get a little bit of like normal sensation, like my lightheadedness comes, or my lightheadedness just stops a little bit for a little bit, but then it comes back immediately, and I was like, okay, so it's like it's normal for like less than a second, so it's fine. Now that I do it again, it it stabilizes itself for a little bit longer than us for a little bit longer than close it's close to 1 second. It's not a full second, but it's close. So maybe it's a sign that the blood class is being diminishing. I might be able to regain my normal vision again. No more sensation of lightheadedness and stuff, and if I'm able to regain it fully, then you know what I'm able to do? I'll be able to react accordingly faster. I'll be able to move around effectively. I'll be able to reinforce my dexterity. Because one thing I'm just struggling to is to make sure that I'm like capable of like being careful with handling my vision and myself, like coordination. my coronation will be 100% healed if it keeps going at this rate. Maybe that's what has improved this time. Not my strength, not my control, my vision, my sensation. I feel like it was the gyroscope that's being affected that I was able to come back fully, but I'm just like sometimes I feel like if it gets to a certain point in the day, sometimes my body feels like it wants to drag itself to its side, either left or right or backwards and stuff, and it's like, oh, okay. I'm like constantly fighting against it. Sorry. So I'm able to fight against it. The good news is that I have a very strong core, so I'm able to maintain myself. If I bend down, I'm able to maintain my strong core. I'm able to maintain my balance and stuff, even with my eyes closed. And then what else? And then get on the story. After training for so long, after waking up at 5 in the morning because they always do blood pressure and temperature and other stuff as well. After getting my blood withdrawn so many times in the main hospital, after having an IV attached to me, after having a hospital tag on my wrist for a good of like already more than 7 days or 10 days, I was able to go home. They gave me one less day to train, and then the next day nothing. I wasn't scheduled for anything. I was like, okay, I'm ready for discharge, and they're like, okay, yeah, you're ready for discharge. So they're saying their final goodbyes, giving me a couple more advices, and I was like, okay, cool. And then I got to meet like a very very awesome nurses as well. Hell, I even saw one nurse who was close to my age. Like she just started working there, and I was like, damn, okay, that's interesting. And then what is it? And then when she met me for the first time, she was like, dang, this guy is young. Because they weren't able to believe that some guy like me in his late 20 somethings was able to have a stroke compared to everyone else who had a stroke who was around like 70 or 60 or something age. But I'm here like I'm like a very young guy, and I managed to get a stroke and stuff. not gonna not gonna lie, I did really. I didn't. I'm not gonna say I fell for some nurses. I was like, oh, they're cute. Some of the nurses are cute. Like I wish I can be more friendly towards them and stuff. But I was like cooperating, going with the flow. I don't wanna turn anyone unprofessional. I just want to. I don't know. I don't know. Things can get lonely sometimes, so yeah, a little bit of action can kind of go all the way when you're recovering. Morale kind of falls drastically, so you're gonna need a little bit of company to help you out. No, obviously I didn't have any shots, or I didn't take any shots at like rizzing any of the nurses. I was like, okay, just keep it between professionalism and keep it between just professionalism in patient and nurse. Nothing more, nothing less. And if someone wants to be friendly, then indulge them when they give you the chance. That's it. As much as I really enjoy like seeing the nurses and stuff, I was like, okay, it's fine. And then I even got a guy nurse and stuff. I even got like a couple of guys who were nurses as well. One of them was quite the funny guy for sure. He's of Swedish descent, and this guy is just amazing. Just a lot of charisma and just full of hearty laughs and stuff, and he's great. He's relatively young as well, but not like my age, but like around in his 30s and stuff. So that's why. And then he talks about his wife a couple times, And he talked about his father as well, and I was like, ooh, interesting lore. That's interesting. Nice. But yeah. And then the physical therapists are so nice. They were so great. Their personalities have shine better than a lot of the people I've seen come and go in the restaurant. Like, they're so polite. They're so really good humored, and they're amazing for that. I'm like, wow, I love these guys. And then, you know, they always reinforce like what I can do. They say, great job, you're doing so well. You're doing excellent. And I was like, I'll keep going, I'll keep doing my best. I got no complaints so far. I just need to stay focused. And I did. I stayed focused all the way through the end. I exceeded their expectations. I kept going. I followed directions. I didn't give anyone a hard time. I dealt with, like, you know, pulling a couple strings to inform my job that I have that I'm in no condition to work for about 3 months. And then I was able to tell my mom what to secure for, like, you know, for when I go back home, I'll be ready to have any aid available to me, such as like a rail bar for me to use to grab onto the bed and then get up from it, and so that way I can like lift myself. Even though I'm able to roll over, I'm able to sit down myself, and then I'm able to stand up. And then I even got this little commode, which is like, imagine yourself like a portable toilet, but it's not. It doesn't have a bowl. It just has like a hole and stuff. It even has a splash guard, and then you're able to use it when you go to take a shower or when you need to go to the bathroom. I was like, I don't want it. No, thank you. Or I don't want to use it because the one that I have in the hospital is like small. It really, if you're a man, it really tightens it up. It really tightens your sink spot quite a lot. So if you ever hear the more commode, do feel free to say that you don't want it and stuff, because it's like a little bit uncomfortable. You get used to it, but it's like, ugh, didn't like it. But yeah. So I've done a lot. I felt a lot. I learned a lot. And when it comes to learning, I definitely have now found, I've recently discovered the source of like the whole idea of the blood clot. So here's a couple of like clues I found, or my family and I, or my mom and I have discovered. Basically, the blood clot has formed in my heart. It went from the left side to the right side, hence why they had to plug a hole in my heart. So they found that. Oh no, Curse of Vanishing, Unbreaking Lore. Ooh. Mending, but Curse of Vanishing. I would use this one instead because that's a little bit better. Do I have an anvil? I do. Okay. That way we can have like a nice little fishing rod to work with. Not a pickaxe, no. Hey, CPD. At least it has mending. Okay. Hello, I'm here. Sorry about pinging. I gave you early fun. You enjoy the stream and I take your mind off of things all. Oh no, it's okay. I'm able to take my mind off of all stuff, but mainly I'm trying to keep myself nice and rested before I even do anything like this and stuff. I've been taking in lots of phone calls. I've been what is it? I've been keeping myself busy. Like I have a God, what's it called? I have an appointment with the doctor on Tuesday. But then I've told my mom, like, we're gonna need my hospital records, or like the doctor that I saw yesterday told me that the clinic is gonna need my records. So I was like, okay, fine. Okay, let's go get our records. And I determined that we should go to the hospital so I could get my records and stuff. procedures, results, screenings, and then other discharge notes as well. That way we're able to say, or we're able to inform the clinic of what happened to me. But yesterday I learned a bunch of stuff. I learned that they didn't literally like laser cut a hole in my heart, or they didn't laser cut the hole in my heart closed. They plugged it with a medical cork. Isn't science amazing? But yeah, they did that. So then the blood clot started at the heart. It went from the left side all the way to the right side, and that's how it came to be. And the doctor yesterday that I was with told me it was through turbulence and stuff. I don't know how, but because the hole was open and it's a hole that we're all born with, and we're able to close it all, we're able to close it as we grow older. I wasn't able to close mine, so it went from the left side to the right side, and I learned that the right side of the heart's not strong. So yeah, the blood clot traveled through my heart, and then it went through, and it hit one of the, the blood clot formed, and the blood was very coagulated and stuff, and I had a dented vein that pretty much just that told my body to coagulate every part of the blood, or coagulate everything else, and then with the coagulation, a blood clot was able to form in my heart, and that blood clot traveled from my heart all the way to my brain, and that's where it got stuck at the base of my brain. So yeah. So we don't really have a definitive answer on really how it happened. We just know what happened, where it happened, and who made it happen. And the culprits are my heart, the hole in my heart that I was able to close, and the dented vein. But we don't really know a definitive location for the dented vein. We don't know if I can literally physically dent my own vein. Like, I don't know if like laying down is what it is, or like if eating something particular makes it dented, or if it was just all genetics. Because the hole in my heart is just part of genetics. It's hereditary, so part of my father's side happened. Unfortunately, so yeah. So that's where we are with this theory. So we don't know exactly what happened. It remains to be a mystery. Even the doctors were stumped at this mystery. They weren't able to really uncover the truth of what happened. They just pretty much said like this happened, the hole in heart happened, and then this happened. That's about it, and we just don't know the cause of it. And I was like, oh, okay. But they did inform me about the dented vein somewhere, and I need to look for it in the medical records because they showed findings there, and I was like, okay. Even those findings are revealing that there was a dented vein, just like I've been told, then let me know where it was, so that I can try informing theories and stuff, and that may sound plausible. Because this is one mystery even I want to be able to prevent, or I want to warn people about. It's just like when I had my therapy. I was like, please tell me, or like, I'll learn from what you guys teach me, or I'll learn from what I see, so that no one can go through this stuff, or so that I can help anyone else I can. And that's what I generally did with the therapy. I took it all to heart. I learned so much from it. I became more sympathetic, and I became more understanding of emotions, situations, and experiences in life. Just like that, I want to learn how you can prevent something like this from happening, or what you can do and stuff. So yeah. Anyways, that concludes my entire story of like what happened to me when I was gone. What books have we unlocked? Ooh, feather falling. Okay. Unbreaking is also pretty good. Couple bottles of water is fine. Let me see my phone real quick. Okay, hold on. All right. My phone is generally hot and my battery on my phone is not performing as well as I wanted to. So that's a problem. So agreed. I know you're still there and you're listening. I'll have to end stream so my phone stays cool and stuff, but I'll see if I can get a new phone sometime in the near future. But right now, yeah, it's like it's not doing so well. So yeah, my battery's being is underperforming and is decreasing its battery capacity fast. Like 1 minute you're like, okay, now it's 100%, and then 2 minutes later you're gonna be like already at 90%. What happened there? And I don't even have that many games. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. So yeah. So anyways, thank you so much for being here, Greed. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And don't worry, I'll be here tomorrow as well if you want to join. But yeah, thank you. Day 88. Okay. Here, let me record my outro for Arium. There we go. All right, let me see. Hello, everybody. Another blade, another way, another blah, 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 stream. So it is what it is. It's okay. No comments or anything else, and I just need to stop because my phone was overheating. So yeah, I really wish I could have streamed a lot longer, but phone overheats. That's a problem. I don't want to have anything happen to it. I don't want to have a Samsung incident where the phone blows up and catches on fire and stuff. So yeah. So if you didn't get to join the stream, you'll get to join. You can probably join the next one if you like. I'll be here. Don't worry. 88 days. We still have 12 more days left to go to 100. We got this. Cool. Wow, the music is crazy. Okay. Air stream done. Let's keep going. Maybe we'll organize ourselves. And then we're gonna go and oh whoa. And then organize ourselves a little bit. Because I feel like I want to head out. Oh no. Hang on. There we go. No, not jungle sampling. God dang it. Gotcha. Sorry. It's just that my left hand is not coordinated enough. Like, it's not really all that ready for movement, but it's doing its best. Oh no, I'm full. What am I full of? Pufferfish? Yikes. How about where's that? Curse of vanishing and mending is insane. Bro. I'll get rid of, let me see. Or let's not get rid of anything. Let's put things away. Here we go. Put that stuff in here. Throw flesh here. Not that one. This one. Okay, we got fish up the wazoo right now. Oh, we have a bunch of cod. That's incredible. Lots of potatoes. Okay. I think we're good. Let me go down on Tuesday. Hello, Jesus Chris. Hi, friend. How's it going? Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Dan. Welcome, and sorry for not being able to move at a regular YouTuber's pace and stuff. Sorry, I told my story a little bit earlier, but long story short, I had a stroke and I'm recovering just fine. It's just my left side's a little bit weak and stuff, so I'm just here to recover as much as I can. Block lot. I just been not dispatched, but like discharged a week ago. So yeah, I'm able to stream, and I've always been wanting to stream ever since. But I'm here now, so yeah. Curse of Vanishing is insane. Let's. I was gonna say, how'd you have a stroke? Yeah, blood clot. Blood clot based on the brain. Something to do with like. I'm stroking too. Not that kind of stroke. No, for me it's just actual like veins and blood and stuff and heart stuff, and then it goes into my brain, and I like the sufficient oxygen that I need in order to have a functioning brain. Now my brain currently isn't fully functional yet, but it's like it's still mine is mostly veins and blood. Mine as well, yeah. For me, I'm just like, oh, that's what. No, no. It was mine was it was a small one. It was labeled as an acute stroke, but definitely a little bit concerning as well. Like consider it like life threatening a little bit concerning in a way. Let me use a D-pad because it's much quicker. Here. It's not Q when I stroke. Okay. What the hell is this? Because I know people who are like this, and I have friends who are like this and stuff. I'm like, oh, crazy. It's fine. I'm used to it. It's okay. Whatever. People be you however they want, and I cannot stop them. It's fine. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. Treasure? No. Although I should have put the treasure over there. Let's put stuff here. Yeah, there we go. Torches. I read the message. I'm not gonna say because I've seen people fall for tricks like that. No. Have you seen that you can trade for knee equipment in the new update in the Nether? Yeah. No, it's not real. It's not. Knee equipment, no. Which, funny enough, yeah, I do have like I have like a knee brace and stuff. So yeah, I do. Not like a very clunky one. I just have like a very smooth and dynamic one, like lightly made and stuff. Like I'm able to work with it just fine. I took out this world. I was like, I know what to do. Ooh, emeralds for that stuff? Okay. Oh, 5 emeralds. Okay, hold on. Maybe I will get the water. What? What? What is that supposed to mean? Okay, a joke I wanna understand for some reason. I'm like, okay. Huh. That's what people get up to these days. Okay, that's fine. Let me see. Alley-oop, go into the water, and... Oh, hang on. You know I have rules, right? Oh, that guy's over there. Now I see it. I'm gonna drown if I interact with this guy. Here. The haggler. There you go. I don't want to assume that I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what the two of you are talking about. I'm just confused. I'm like, what? The Enderman. Oh. If it's the Enderman, I don't mind it too much. Enderman can stay in their own lane. That's fine. But if they carry a grass block, I'll definitely go for it. Or if they take one of my blocks, and yeah, I'll get them. But yeah, that's fine. It's a good thing I'm able to stay away from them because the only enemies that are here, these are the drowned. All they do is loot and steal the Enderman that carry blocks, yeah. If Enderman reach for their wallet, I go for them too. Crazy. Now, I don't know about you. Well, if it isn't a goddamn Enderman. Oh crap, I need food in order to explore. Right, let's go get that. Sorry, I need the food in order. I agree, it's good that you can stay away from the thieving Enderman. Let's call it that. Let's just pretend that Endermen are that derogatory term. Those green guys, those greeners, I tell you what. Those zombies. Don't get me started on the husks. Those foul odor smelling guys. I don't like them. I don't like it when they steal your equipment when you get killed from them. I don't like it one bit. I don't like the sound they make. I don't like how they walk. I don't like how they come in pairs and stuff. I don't like how they're small. Sometimes I don't like how they're. I don't like them either. Yeah, I hate zombies in this game. I hate them so much. They're annoying. Not as much as annoying as skeletons are. Yeah, the skeletons are quite the obstacle for me for sure. Hate them. Hate those guys. Holy crap! The only enemy I like is an enemy hanging from a tree. Straight from birth. Oh my goodness. The only enderman I like is the one that I get to chop with my sword. With like sharpness 5 and looting sword. Because otherwise, if it has like flames, then I don't enjoy it because they're going to run away every time they take damage. And I'm like, don't run away. I need to get your ender pearls. This went from something completely wrong, and I didn't want to assume that, to just like wholesome Minecraft, grinds my gears kind of thing. With looting, they drop chicken and watermelon. No, they don't. See, okay, I was like, they don't. I mean, they hold a watermelon block, then yeah, they'll definitely do that. Those thieving goddamn Endermen, I tell you what, I don't like them either. Especially when you look in them in the eyes and they're like, get off of me, bro, you suck. And I'm like, I hate these Endermen. Ooh, a bee. Hello, bee. Oh, okay. The transatlantic Enderman trade. What the hell? Holy crap. Really aggro for no reason. It's like in their genes. Yeah, those Endermen are those freaking god dang annoying Endermen are so stupid. And they're giant scary cats of rain as well. They're giant pussies. I'm like, what's wrong, Enderman? Afraid to take a shower, afraid to take a bath. Do you not like water? Oh, look, a cave. And they like boys too. What the hell? Are we talking about Enderman now? Disgusting. Disgusting, I tell you what. Look at this llama. Sir, what's your opinion on the Enderman epidemic? That's what I thought. He's so disgusted that he turned away from me from the topic. That's how much he hates these Endermen. Oh my god, the freaking pillagers are there. Oh my god. Don't get me started on those guys. Those guys are aggressive. They're worse than Enderman. They shoot you. They definitely shoot you. They cut you. And they definitely have their own stuff going on. They're a cult. Those cultists are crazy. But know exactly what we're talking about. Yeah, you two know exactly what you guys are talking about. And about Minecraft. Oh, of course. For me, it's about Minecraft. I once unloaded an M4 into a group of Endermen at church in Wisconsin. What the hell? That's insane. In a church in Wisconsin is the craziest statement I've ever seen. I'll just say in game for NSA purposes. NSA for the legality of the for legal reasons this is a joke, okay? Ugh, creepers. Don't get me started on those guys. Those guys are awful. Oh, there's the skeletons now. Oh, great. Yeah, let's go up. Because we need to unlock a little bit of the map. Can't pronounce legality. This guy might be an enemy behind the Avatar 2. Let me let me ask you a question, homie. All because at one moment I couldn't say legality, right? Yeah. Sorry, it's a bit of a tongue twister with the L's and stuff. I'm like, oh, yeah, the legality or legality. Again, words are weird sometimes. English is not perfect. It is what it is. It's like when I was trying to say catastrophe and catastrophic. Oh, creeper! Oh no! It's like when I tried to say catastrophe and then catastrophic, and I was like tongue twisted. I was like, what the hell? How do you even say those words? And I was frozen. I was like, oh, how do you say this? Now, and then I managed to relearn it again. I was like, oh, catastrophic, catastrophe and stuff. Catastrophic and catastrophe. Now the only word I'm getting stuck on is legality. Let me ask you a question, homie. That's hilarious. Ah, damn! More of those freaking zombie guys. Those butt munchers. Where am I going? How do you feel about villagers? I mean, they can be useful. I really don't like put them as slaves or anything else, like some people do. They cheat you and lie. What the hell? The villager cries out in pain as they wound you. They do? I thought we were talking about villagers or something, or the pillagers or something. I was like, they do? Oh, there's a jungle biome. Okay. I did not notice this. I was like, huh, jungle biome. Okay. Oh, be careful. Let's not fall down. What kind of symbolic stuff are we learning today? Here I am just playing Minecraft and just telling you guys my block lot stroke story, and yeah, this is happening here. And most 6,000? 6,000 what? People or what? Oh, bamboo forest. Okay, I see. If there's a forest temple, it would be more than ideal, but I don't think there isn't. Oh, there we go. There's the watermelon blocks. These are the watermelon blocks. Villager camps, and mostly from withering too. Okay. Interesting. Hold on. Let me see if I can maneuver correctly. Circa 1942. Oh, which? God dang it! I'm locked behind this freaking bamboo. Hang on, give me a second. No, go away, go away, go away, go away, go away, go. Ooh, okay, that really jumped me because of damage. The runes were provoking milk, nothing nefarious to cure withering. The hell? Right, because when do people ever read the rules? That's why, yeah. If we can stay on topic. Ooh, get away from me. Hey, you know what? I'm not doing so bad. I once found an man staring saucy at my mistress. it's like the episode of Savior Renegade Angel and the freaking wind tornadoes and stuff. I caught this one. There's a reason why there are rules, because I have standards and I have, oh god, I have a system of like what I'm willing to put up with, and there are things that I'm not gonna put up with and stuff. Now, I don't want to assume you fellas are meaning the Holocaust, or you guys are meaning about hang on certain killer people, or decide to be blatantly just, you know, vulgar about some stuff. I just want everyone to have fun, relax, and enjoy, and not put anything of our ideals or like derogatory towards anyone. What are you doing? What are you going to put up with? Whatever this is. Like, I'm just talking about Minecraft, and that bro was laughing. He loved it. Now he's talking about the rules and stuff. You put up with racism as you should. It's fun and relaxing. No, it's not. If it's blatant, then yeah, no, I'm not gonna put up with it. I just went with the flow because I just didn't want to assume. I just gave you the benefit of the doubt. And god dang, skeleton. I like to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. No. No, if you want something like that, then you're gonna definitely watch, I don't know, the Vance Crew for that kind of stuff. I'm like, god dang skeletons, yeah, god dang creepers too. Oh, I know. I hate the skeletons, yeah. I hate those bones. Struck the bone to the skeleton is wild. Yeah, I struck my bone to that skeleton bone. What kind of bone? Turkey bone, whatever you want. Duck bone, chicken bone, cow bone, T-bone. They statistically have heavier bones than normal players. That's why they can't swim. I thought the reason they can't swim is because they're light and they're not able to have buoyancy. And they're able to go through liquids and stuff. Whereas we humans, god dang zombies. Oh, they have a shovel. Oh, run away from those guys. So as we humans, we basically have oxygen in our system, therefore we're able to be buoyant. Oh my goodness, and here I am trying to teach like a little bit of a chemistry lesson or a science lesson. Yikes. Popular Japanese artist was performing in Chicago today. I don't know that name. Do you like gangster rap? I think I know where this is going. What if I say that it's funny to listen to? I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't think that's a name, but I can do the favor and look it up. Hold on, let me get back home and then I'll get to work on pronunciations of a bunny. Was that a bunny? Oh, ooh, bunny. Cool. It's funny to listen to it because it reminds me of a child. Well, no, because what is it? It's just gangster rap and then just slur and then slur and slur. But if you listen to the censored version of that, it's just funny because it's a bit childish, but it's still like dude. I'm not saying that, but I was like dude. Do do do. I'm 100% do. Exactly. Case in point, all the bleeps and everything else is funny. Because it reminds me of the good old days of like, you know, YouTube poop and stuff. How did you make that sound with your mouth? Bro, read the rules, you can't say that. I didn't say it. I just said one vowel, one syllable together, and that's it. Oh, music, nice. How did you make the sound with your mouth? Magic. Or as if I don't have a sound, if I have a soundboard on me, like a GoXLR and stuff. Okay, the village is this way, but where's the boat? You know what? I reckon I went a little bit top left in the middle. Right over there. No. Unfortunately not. I may be capable of making sounds and stuff, but I'm not that good. Or I'm not good at all. I like how this is just one big bait for me to say the N word, but like in a very scuff way. Because I've seen this trick happen to a lot of streamers, and I'm like, nope, I know what to expect. I know exactly what not to fall for. I know what not to do from people who tell me what to do. And I'm like, damn, are you my homie? It depends. Like, if you want to be, go for it. Like, I try to be a good friend to everyone as much as I can. I give everyone the benefit of the doubt as much as I can. Where is the boat? We aren't homies? I mean, you haven't called me your homie and stuff. I don't generally call anyone homie. I just call everyone friend and stuff. I never said I do. No, never. Oh, the bow. I see. I left it in the rocks. That's why. I see. Yeah, I left the boat in the rocks and stuff. Yeah, that's what I did. Okay, now we can go back to base. I buried Enderman. I slid. I slid under the wait, what? Oh, that's the trading guy. Okay. I buried Enderman as under the railway sleepers in 98. Not sure what that even means, but okay. I don't know, sure if you pull like a Tony Soprano attack on that guy. But I'm like, wow, that's very descriptive. Okay, I'm back home, so let's see what word we're looking for. No, that name of the Japanese artist is not real. Georgia Natural Gas. Georgia Natural Gas is GNG for some reason. And I'm like, oh, okay. Gang? Okay, that's nice. You know what's troubling though? I see you took us. You guys haven't subscribed. What a shame. After every you put me through the ringer and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I'm being cool with you guys. It's okay. I mean, I'm not gonna fall for the bait and stuff, but like, yeah, it's fine. I'm trying to be cool. The real crime here is not subscribing, of course. Like, man, I'm trying to get monetized over here. I'm trying to make it trying to make it in my life and stuff. Now, I'm not saying that you guys haven't donated or anything else. I'm like, you know, just a free subscription would be fine. Because I am monetized on membership and stuff. I'm just not monetized on ads yet. Because I need more watch hours under my belt. Curse of Vanishing is completely crazy, but what can you do? Especially when you have a fishing rod with mending in it. Man, I love fishing. Well, let me see something real quick. Nope, I'm in the middle of a stream, that's why. What the hell? TV4, you weren't kidding. What the hell is this? F. 2.96% on journalism. Wait, journalism 2 honors. That's what it is. So it's honors. So that's why they're strict. Okay. Aw, those two laughed. You gotta be kidding me. Not even a subscribe, not even a like or anything else. I'm like a restaurant who just gave out some good dishes and like, wow, no tip. Dang. Just came for your amusement. I see how it is. Oh, it stopped raining. I love how quickly it changes this whole scenery and stuff. Let me see something. Oh, wait. What was that? Hello. And you managed to go through the entire field? Oh, you're mine. What's the crime? Eating a meal, a succulent Chinese meal? Gentlemen, this is democracy manifest. I see you practice your judo chop well. Thank God I put up a fight instead of dying because my stuff would have disappeared, including the pickaxe. Let me see. Nothing at all. Hmm. Really? Not even a subscribe or anything else? That's rough. Oh, those are my diamonds. Oh. Hmm. Oh, nothing at all. Okay. Just looking to see if there's any notification somewhere. Get the fuck down from there. God dang it. Thank you. Wait. When I told you to get down from there, you literally did. Did you? You did. You ruined my crop. God dang it. That's a regular one. Yeah, that is a regular one. Oh. Hello. and goodbye. Let me try the bamboo for the firefly bush. I love the firefly bushes. They're great. They really bring the ambiance of this base. It's like, ooh, sparkles. Nice. Why does this music sound so uncanny of itself? Now it sounds like I'm playing Super Mario Galaxy. Has anyone seen the movie Super Mario Galaxy? I really was looking forward to watching it. I'm not sure if I'm able to watch it this time. Because, well, this happened. And we are already 16 days into April, or 16 days after the fact. Peace. Oh, I got a saddle. Nice. Question, can I get my charger? Yes, I can. Oh, right. That's fine. Okay. Ooh. Just getting through Vine. That's okay. It happens. No, I'm just tempted to play Balatro now. Or Balatro. Eepy. A little bit eepy. Squid ink. You think those guys that were like race baiting me or something, like figured out that I wasn't gonna fall for anything, and they're like, okay, let's go troll on another streamer. Maybe he's a kid or something. Because that was one weird ass interaction. It was a fish rod. Wait, hang on, before I catch another one. It's another unbreaking. Mm-hmm. Hey, at least we'll be having fish for a long time. Fish. I'll tell you what, for recovering a stroke and stuff, this is fine. I survived one night in this game, just after the fact. Let me say this, my vision has restored itself quite to the point that it's great. There's no blindness, there's no... My vision is fine, it's just my head feels like dizziness and stuff. Okay, we'll stop it there. Let's go and cook our fish. Hello, cow. No one questions the fact that I have a bunch of mushrooms. Anybody? Nope. Okay. Oh, salmon. Alright, let's cook some stuff already. I'll cook the cod. I had some cod in the hospital. I even had salmon for dinner, and when I got to the other hospital, when I got to rehab, they hooked me up with cod. I was like, oh, nice cod. Ooh, salmon. This is delicious. I was like, I like fish. It's fine. I don't mind that. I don't like the smell. I don't mind the smell. I'm fine with the smell. But I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Excuse me while I just like lay down a little bit and then just like thank goodness I'm just streaming on Nerium right now because sleeping is a little bit of a violation because you're not interacting with stream. But I'm just like I'm a little bit like a little bit tired. But strokes generally include like lack of endurance and stuff and you get tired out more easily. So I do feel a little bit tired. And I just took one coffee and that's about it. I took one cup of coffee and that's it. I'm a bit of a one cup of coffee kind of guy. I don't do energy drinks at this moment. I used to. I would love taking at least one or two energy drinks or something. I love doing. She playing. Yeah, hi Q. Also, congratulations Q. I saw Toaster's debut and your VTuber concept was tremendous and he's changed it to make it a bit more flashy. But it was amazing. Congratulations for working on him. It was tremendously awesome what you did there. Like I went out and I survived one night outside. Even with the stroke and stuff, even with a blood clot and not disabling, but like weakening me on the left side, where my movement is like the most crucial. I mean, I was able to survive. Oh, and yeah, I saw Toaster's like new VTuber model. Oh, his stream's no crap. Yeah, yeah. He put his Twitch on the mains on our server and I went to it and then he even has like a animated starring soon screen and stuff and I'm like wow. And he thanked you for the concept and he thanked another person for actually making the whole thing come to reality and stuff and I was like oh okay. And And his design is basically what you did, Q, but a little bit more flashier. I forgot to check. I was busy with chores. I'm sure he'll be fine. I'll check the VOD. Go for it. I suggest you check it. But yeah, Toaster did amazing. Toaster did really embrace the concept that you gave him. And I enjoyed it too. It was amazing. Speaking of which, I should probably look into my next VTuber model. Or my next version of the VTuber model that I have. I'm not gonna go along with Ayana's suggestion though. I won't. I'll go for my own instead. I'll stick to the adventure one. Originally, when I was talking with Ayana, she was like willing to help me out with the thing, and she offered like the idea of being a spy, and I was like, oh right, cause Kingsman, cause other spy movies, and I was like, yeah, I can do that. But now I feel like now I'm not gonna be influenced. I feel like now I should think about this myself. What I actually want. What I truly want. Is definitely get away from the twink look and have a better concept of myself instead of being a whole new occupation and stuff. Like not really be a spy, but really be an adventurer for what I really am, which is what I really am. Going through countless adventures in my life and stuff. Like for example, what is it like? I don't know, just going in the middle of a flash flood, walking with my mom, holding her hand for day level. Yeah, I helped her with the design, then revamped it. Yeah, you did so tremendously amazing. Actually, you did amazing for free. Yeah. Yeah, Toaster was very thankful for you as well. Quite thankful. But yeah, I just need to come up with something for my own design as well. Because I want to achieve a 2.0 sometime in the near future. Oh, nice, a stack of fish. Stack of fish. That's so good. We actually caught a bunch of fish. That's actually very nice. Although I have a curse of vanishing fishing rod, it's not bad. Just don't die. It's what I always aim to do. My door's open. I know, but I feel like I want to take a crack at it just in case. Like I want to be able to design something for myself. Because the first time I did this VTuber model, I just gave pictures and that's it. I didn't do much of a job designing it. That and people on Twitter have offered me to help me out with like making models and stuff, and I'm like, no thank you, you guys are art bots, and I'm like, nah. Which the funny thing is, despite the fact that I hate Twitter so much, I've been on Twitter quite a lot since I was in the hospital. I'm like, I'm so bored of my mind, how I'm gonna pass the time? Oh, let me look at my Twitter real quick. And then boom, I'm like, okay, that's fine. And I've interacted with a lot of people. Toast did the same thing. Yeah, he made a design. Did he? He worked on it, and then what did you do? You improved it a lot. Or I don't know what the, because you were definitely for sure qualified for a concept artist and stuff. But I'm like, I know you did something, but I cannot really say what it was exactly. But you have done something very meaningful, and I don't want to downplay that. I want to literally say exactly what you did, but I really cannot come up with it. You came up with concept according to what Toaster designed. right? Because it was just one whole concept, and then, like you said, just revamped it. He sent me pictures that he tried to make the best out of it, then added detail and he never told me, and it's what made him significant. Oh, okay. So he really didn't design his either. So he and I are kind of on the same boat when it comes to designs and stuff. At least for him, he's having so much fun with it. Meanwhile, mine is like, first time, it's fine. I wish it could have been a little bit more active and less scuffed and stuff. Because that's what I found. A lot of scuff with my model. Built on tape, duct tape with glue, and hopes and dreams. Oh man, it's already daytime? Hold on, let me go to sleep. I want to avoid the stupid flying stingrays up in the sky. Or the phantoms. There you go. It's gonna watch the fish getting cooked. It's funny. But yeah. Diana did offer me to help me out with the model design and stuff, but I'm like, I don't want to ask for help. It's fine. She even like offered me to rig the model for free and stuff. I'm like, nah, I gotta pay you something. I cannot really take advantage of this. I'm not like that. I really want to repay for the efforts. But now I don't think I should consider it. Things are a bit iffy. But it's fine. No, especially with money as well, because hospital is no joke. Losing my income, or not losing my income, I still have my job, but not having a source of income really can really mess up your plans and stuff and your ambitions a little bit. You need to think about cost saving and stuff. But I'm like, yeah. But I say that and then I buy Photoshop again. And I'm like, I want Photoshop. I don't want Clip Studio art anymore. I bought the perpetual license. I don't want this program. I don't know how to do stuff. Honestly, been the center of attention of character designs now a days in my class in some communities, but like, I try my best and everything to take time. Yeah, and that's what you do. That's what you really learn to do extremely well, and I'm proud of you for being able to do your absolute best, that you garnered the attention of many people. Like, I feel like, I still think that you still look up to Ayana, and even when you ask her, like, yeah, she'll definitely be proud of you. Sorry, I really haven't really gone to any of her streams at all. Like I said, things are a little bit iffy. But it's fine. Four more fish. One fish, two fish, 64 fish. Make it rain. Dude, once we have a bunch of fish, we'll be able to eat for days. I won't have to like carry a bunch of bread anymore. I'll carry my cooked cod with me. Or salmon. So Minecraft collab when? Oh, I hope so soon, Q. Maybe during the summer. Maybe if I can recover well, then maybe we'll be able to collab on Minecraft again. I plan to do a round server and host like my subscribers, and then if you want to join, go for it. I'm just trying to make it people see if it can beat the Ender Dragon and stuff. And then if I can, I'll grind, or some people will help me grind to summon the Wither. We'll beat the Wither together, just like old times and stuff. That's my plan. That's what people asked me before I had the stroke. People were like, "So when are you gonna do like Minecraft like multiplayer?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll probably sure new server, or it could be yeah. Hold on, it could be the new server. It could be the old one. I still have the old server. It's inactive, but it's still there." Maybe new server, yeah, maybe new. There you go, put more fish. Wait, no, I still need to put more fish in there. There we go. Let me see my ability with my left side. I'll play with the cursor a little bit. Okay. I'll try reflexes. So I'll go from one corner over here to the one, and I'm gonna stop close to the corner again. I'll do this one again. So let's stay in a straight line and then stop. And then, okay. Prematurely, that's fine. Let's see if I can make a very good circle with this. Good circle. If I can do it without stopping, of course. Because generally you would like keep going and you'll be fine with it, but sometimes I'm like, let me stop to readjust my thumb and stuff. So yeah. Dude, before that, I really couldn't move my fingertips, or I couldn't even move my fingers at all. I wouldn't be able to coordinate quite well. There you go. Like, let me do this with my right. This is my right. This is my right thumb. So let me adjust it to the right and went a little bit over. But yeah, reactions are weird. Even my right thumb is as precise. There you go. Okay, now my left is a little bit iffy. But that goes as well that my lightheadedness sensation is still persistent. So because of the blood clot, that's still the base of my brain. The fact that I came to learn that they didn't really close the hole in my heart, but rather just like put a cork in it and then boom, close the hole like that. The fact that I have a medical cork in my heart is scary. Not quickly. Well, the procedure was also quick, but the fact that they put a cork in the hole in my heart is insane. Did I mention in the surgery I was awake as well? They cut my right inner thigh, and I felt the most discomfort I've ever felt in my life, and it was consistent. Because I think one of the nerves they really messed with was the one aimed at my family jewels. I was like, oh, this is very uncomfortable. I don't like this feeling. Help me, help me. Oh, yeah. It didn't hurt, but I felt uncomfortable with the nerves and stuff. Is there a drown in there? Hang on, if there's a drown over there, I'll kill it. Yeah, it is. Get the frick out of here, you god dang dog water for brains enemy. Let's count the horse. I love it. Honestly, if I'm gonna start a new server, then it's gonna be with this world because this world is amazing. And then anyone can go into the mainland and set their base over there. That's fine. I don't care. They could set their base in the mushroom biome for all I care, and I'm like, okay, yeah, go for it. It's fine. You want a home there? Yeah, go for it. You want to go into the Darkwood Forest? And yeah, go for it. It's fine. But yeah. Let me see. Let me connect to my internet. There we go, my phone. Oh my god, my phone's so dry. It's like, what am I looking at? And then there's no notifications. It's crazy. Okay, 10 o'clock. Hi, Agus, how you doing? Welcome. How are you? Just come to terms with the fact that they put a freaking cork in my heart. How the hell? Wait, you're the medical genius, Agus. How the hell is that? Is that even safe? How long is that gonna stay there? Like, will it ever be retrieved or will it stay there? As long as I'm not able to close it myself. How's that gonna work? As for its safety, I can assure you it's safe. Oh yeah, it's gotta be safe, but I'm like, it's a freaking medical cork. They didn't close it. They freaking stuffed the cork in the hole. Like a wine bottle. And I know it's safe and all, but I'm like, okay. But how long is that gonna stay? Oh no. I'm not sure if it's gonna retrieve anytime soon. I'm gonna have to go through another surgery in order for that to get retrieved. Maybe permanent's a good question. Okay, I'll probably ask when I get in the appointment. When I get to my appointment to when I get in the appointment to see where I'm gonna get another checkup as well, because I had a checkup yesterday. And that's how I learned what happened yesterday. I was like, what happened? I thought they just closed the whole close and stuff. I thought they did something. Like, I thought they kind of welded the hole closed. Permanent? Are you kidding me? So on, you're telling me I'm not gonna be able to close the hole myself? Like, my body has been screwed by its genetics that it's not able to close the hole in heart? That's crazy. But then also, like, so the blood close being absorbed by my body as it happens, as we speak. Conditions are slightly improving, so my eyesight is completely fine. There's no blurry vision. There's nothing really bothering me. I can see crystal clear, but the sensation of lightheadedness is still lingering. And theory time, it's due to the blood clot because my brain's being blocked by the blood clot lodged, and it's not getting its optimal amount of oxygen. So that's why the lightheadedness feeling, or such thing as a vertigo effect or something. That's what I'm guessing. I'm not sure completely. I tried looking and stuff, but I don't know where where the dented vein is. It's been fixed, but I don't know where they found it. I'm like wondering if you're able to dent the vein yourself and then it could be physically done, or how are you able to make it vent or dented? Because we know the block will happen in the heart. It traveled from the left side all the way to the right side through the hole that was supposed to be clogged, but it didn't. Dented vein. Yeah, yeah. According to my mom, the the vein that got dented or that was like irregular shaped vein was the thing that coagulated the blood. So we know how it got coagulated, but we don't know how or we don't know where exactly the vein was at. Because I've been told by doctors and nurses that, we found a dented irregular vein. Oh, it was a sticky note. Okay, that's what I thought it was. And I tried looking through the reports, I guess, and I cannot find it. Like, I'm really down to let you have my medical record so you can, so you're able to see something. So you're able to make the distinguished guest or the distinguished guess or inference about like where did they find that irregular dented vein? Because I don't know where. My mom thinks it's in my heart. I think it's somewhere that I can physically do something. Sharing your medical record to someone else is a risk in itself, man. Don't do that next time. Okay. Oh, doxing yourself biologically? Okay. Well, I don't know anyone who really can help me out in a GIF. That's why. Like, you're definitely the kind of guy who can help out. But I'm like, I'm gonna forget some questions if I go to the doctor. So that's why I'm like, okay. I know your DNA sequences are cooked. Yeah, my DNA sequence is completely bad. Anime, hello, Immortop, how you doing? Also, I'm not doing multiplayer. Oh, of course, in the god dang boat. I'm not doing multiplayer. I'm just doing single player. That's why. I've gotten requests of people saying like add me to the server and stuff, and no, it's just single player Minecraft. See, game is paused. This way, and now we're gonna go back fishing. Okay, I'll probably stop in 15 minutes because it's gonna be 10:30. I'm gonna eat some dinner before I go. Because I got my refill of like prescription medicine now. Fishing rod. What did I get for this one? Ooh, that's a good one. I need mending on that one though. I want mending on the fishing rod because I have this one, but it's curse of vanishing, so I cannot take it with me. But I'm like, yeah, this is fine. Lore is great enough. I even got a book. What's this one? Lunge and multi shot. That's for a crossbow. And lunge is for a spear, I think. Yeah. Ooh, wait. What kind of bow is this? Infinity? It's insane. Oh, goddamn pufferfish. Alright, let me recap the story because sometimes I want to make this into a video itself, so let me go. Okay, let me see if I can disturb the sound wave a little bit so I can identify where I'm gonna start. Long story short, I had a stroke in the middle of work. It's just dizziness and weakness on the left side. I got carried home. I got carried to my manager's car and I went home. I laid down for an hour. I went to my room. I threw up because I've been giving lots of liquids because they thought it was dehydration, but it's not. And then went to the hospital. Turns out that I had a stroke. I got CAT scans. I got MRIs. I even got a surgery while I was awake. I had a hole in my heart that we all grow up, that we all have when we were born, but we are able to close it. Not me, however, genetics screwed me from that deal. And then I went for rehab, physical rehab for about a week. I got out on the 10th of April, and now I'm here, recovering just fine. With only the conditions to report is still weakness on a little bit of weakness on the left side, but I've slowly regained control as the days went by. There's still a lightheadedness sensation, but it's slowly diminishing as this block loss being absorbed by my brain. So yeah, this is the whole story of the stroke in like a minute or so. But it's really crazy that one night the ER unlocked, so maybe Laura by yourself, dude. Yeah, it really is. Through scans, blood tests, and lots of stuff, like it's fascinating. It's like, here, have a bit of science yourself. This is what you have in your system, and this is what it looks like, and this is what we found. It's like, dang. It was crazy to realize that a hospital was able to do the kind of stuff. It was like, dang. Hey, there's stuff that I didn't know about myself. Now I can find out more about myself. Alright, time to head to bed. Ugh, this is why I have a tree house instead of a regular house. There you go. Yeah, it's insane. I love science. I really love science. I'm not a Scientologist. I'm just like, I'm a fan of science myself. I love chemistry. I love geoscience. I love I like watching Bill Nye the Science Guy in class. The only one that I don't like the most is astronomy. Astronomy is weird sometimes. It's like you're flying close to your existence and stuff. And I'm like, nope, I'm good. Nope, let me just cope with the fact that I'm alive. Thank you. It truly fascinates me. The surgery putting a catheter to your veins of the eye is in itself an advancement. It really is. Unintentionally, I got to experience the wonders of advancement in the medical field. And it's amazing, to say the least. My arm kind of shook a little bit. Sometimes when your arm shakes uncontrollably, or one of your limbs, generally when you wake up, it shakes uncontrollably. It kind of spazzes out a little bit. And I've been told that it's called clonus. CLONUS. If you had this problem like 30 or 40 years ago, they would open your chest and cut ribcage physically open to the heart. Oh yeah. The clonus? Yeah, that one. That's an actual term. It's when either of your limbs like start shaking uncontrollably. Either for waking up or for something, but it's mostly harmless. Let me see, I only got some minutes left before I stop stream, but yeah. I learned that from one of my physical therapists and stuff. The day they saw me that I had that kind of thing happening, and I was like, yeah, I don't know how to control that. They saw that it was happening to my leg, and I was like, yeah, I don't know how to control that. And then he told me like you could just bend your knee and try to. You can also lay down, and you can. Oh god, what is the word for it? You can try to reach your knee to your torso, and then that's what really helps you turn it off. And I thought of it like kind of like an alarm. It's like, you know, it wakes me up and it's like, oh, it's waking you up. It's like an alarm ringing. Snooze, or shut the alarm off, and that's what I do. I got it so many times in the main days that I've been in the rehab facility that I was like, okay, Clonus, stop. I named my left leg Clonus because of it. And I was like, yeah. Lay down and cry. Got it. No, lay down and try to pull your leg to your torso, and it helps. While your knee is like bent. It's like you're crouching down, but only the leg that's affecting you with the clonus and stuff. And that helps. Like at least 99% of the time, and it does. Crouching down but sideways. Yeah, kind of like that, yeah. Just pulling your leg towards your torso for the most part, and that's it. That's how it helps. Question. Oh my god, okay, that's what I thought. I'm breaking. Lore. Look at the sea. Oh, look at this 3-3. Lore, look at the sea. What are the bows? Oh my god, flame, power, infinity. Unbreaking, that's a good one. I think I want that with a bow. Unbreaking, okay. Here, we're gonna go and mend a couple of our stuff, and let's see what we can make. Is look at the C5 a thing? I don't think it is, but we'll find out. Okay, now I can go up normally. This is also a test if I can maneuver myself normally in Minecraft. There we go. I name my leg Clumus and Dumbus. I definitely would. Yeah, that's gonna work quite well. Ooh. Tad bit expensive, but we got this. Why Clonus is it twitching like crazy? It does. Yeah, it twitched like crazy. It would shake. It would shake like. Why Domus? I send you home with this home violently. Bruh. What about my other fishing rod? How's that one? Multi-shot, okay. Let's put the treasures in this one. Yeah, I'll organize it later. Right now, it's almost time for me to end stream. Like I said, it was world only, not realms yet. The Weird McFuxer is great. I love that. It's the best name I ever named a server in my entire life, and it's not gonna be one I'll ever forget. That We Are McFucked. It really created some amazing moments that I've always liked to look back on. And it's just like, wow, those are fun times. Especially when we invited Ayana, who's not very known to play Minecraft all often. Wait, Domus, I sent you home with this leg. Ever heard of a homing missile? It's a homing leg. It's a homing leg now. Watch. That's funny. Gargamel plays it. Gargamel? The freaking guy from the villain from Smurfs? Freaking Gargamel? That's crazy. Alrighty, it's last minute, so let's go say our goodbyes. Okay, thank you so much for watching, all of you, and thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. Agus, you kind of missed a little thing. It's just like I got two people who were like being racist baiting and stuff, but it's fine. I managed to dodge it. I didn't fall for anything else. I was like, they're playing racist, but let's give the benefit of the doubt and stuff. And they're like, yeah. You should look into the chat. You should look at the chat before I end stream. But yeah. Anyways, I'll try to work on a thumbnail. How did my nuke missiles too? I don't know, but they're still alive. You know how cockroaches can survive through nuclear blasts and stuff? Yeah, that's how. So I'll be working on a thumbnail tomorrow, but here's the thing. Let me give you guys a little bit of a preview of what's gonna happen tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a brand new game for us to play, and it's been a little bit of a popular game right now. Hot game. Little bit of FPS, if you will. It's not one that you may expect if you are in the know about many things. Or maybe you will. Maybe if you really are in the know about things, then yeah, you'll definitely see what's coming. But otherwise, yeah, be in it for a surprise. But trust me, you're gonna enjoy what game I'm gonna be playing tomorrow. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying for sure. Without giving any other clues, but obviously that was the biggest clue ever given. But yeah, that's a clue for you. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys, and thank you so much for the wishes of me getting well soon. Thank you so much. With your words, I'm able to power through each day, getting better and better. I hit rock bottom recently, and it's all up from here. That's what I'm looking at. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. I love you all.